Welcome to this week's Weekly Roundup, which is slightly different. This week we're looking at energy loss in food chains and how at every step you lose 90% of the energy. And because of that, at each step you have fewer and fewer organisms surviving because there's only 10% of the energy getting passed on. And that's why we end up getting that diagram called the pyramid of numbers. There's lots of energy in the bottom row where the producers are, and it's always a producer. Then primary consumers have got less energy, so there's a smaller number of them. And then secondary consumers have even less energy, so there's a smaller number of them. And that's why you get the pyramid shape. Now, sometimes it goes wrong. If you've got something that is a hugely different size between different steps, then you end up with a shape that's not very pyramid. So you can end up with where you get trees, so it's a really small bit at the bottom of the tree, and then it gets wider for the caterpillars or whatever lives in the tree. Or the other one like that is where you've got something like a top predator, like a dog, and it's got fleas living on it. So each one dog has several fleas, so you get dog, and then the number increases for the fleas. Then the question in everybody's mind is, why is it sitting here with Caramilk? That's a good question. Well, Caramilk has got 28 squares in it. So the full thing, if you're to eat the full thing, has 28 squares. If we were to use this for our food chain, then at the first step, instead of passing on the full bar, the energy passing on the full step is just under 3 squares. So of that whole thing, only just about 3 squares would get passed on. That's from the producers to the primary consumers. If you then go to the next step, then you get 10% of 3, which is about a third. So for the second step in the chain, you want to pass on about that much energy from the full bar. If this full bar was the producers, the secondary consumers, the primary consumers would get this much, and the secondary consumers would get that much. And that's what we looked at this week.